Right? You move towards your passions. Delight yourself in the Lord, Psalm 37:4. Move towards your passions. Find a way. Make it happen. Let the Lord... Hey, a moving car is always easy to redirect. A parked car is the worst. It's just people that are dreaming, doing nothing. That's what a parked car is. Move towards your passions. Accept responsibility for you. I learned something in my 60s when I realized I had no money, no retirement plan, and no one was looking out for me. I had this thought. No one's looking out for me apart from the Lord. And so I tell people, no one's going to look out for your calling as much as you are. No one's going to look out for your marriage as much as you are. No one's going to look over your finances as much as you are. And your assets. So make sure you put the Lord before those things. And as it says in Proverbs, I believe it's 26, pay attention to your flocks and herds. Pay attention to your flocks and herds. You got to make it happen. You got to get out there with the Lord Jesus Christ. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Testings, trials, tribulations, tragedy, and triumph. Because his thoughts are good thoughts. All things work together for good. All 4 seasons. But you know, when it's time to add, get some addition. Go get your addition. Figure it out. Go get your addition. And then time for division. Well, the first day is division, right? Isn't distinction, light and darkness? Isn't that division? And then later on we find that light and darkness are compared to morality and immorality, righteousness and evil, justification, condemnation, heaven and hell. There is division and distinction in this universe. And we can't, Amos said, can 2 walk together if they're not in agreement? The answer is no. So what fellowship has Christ with Belial? Right? 2 Corinthians. So you realize division is important. We must be in the world, but not of the world. And then there's times the reason, well, what's divorce? It's 2 people being divided who were once united. That's bad division. There's good division when you have to pray people out of the church or ask them to leave because they're very divisive and they're wrong and they sow discord. And that's a good division. Or people can't agree like Paul and Barnabas and they choose to go separate ways and respect each other. That's a good division. Light and darkness is a good division morally. But there's bad division. And sometimes there's necessary division. We once had a neighbor. It was so bad. I'm like, someone's going to get hurt here. I'm going to get hurt or they're going to get hurt. It was really bad. They were crude and vulgar, told my daughters. And it was bad. It was a bad situation. But listen, my good friend Randall Kim was the Billabong rep in Hawaii in the 80s. And he had neighborhood conflicts. And this is the way it happened. He loved Jesus. It was over parking in front of a house. Most of us are familiar with someone, that disputes. Listen, the neighbor came and killed him and his wife and one of his family members. Some people, they divide and they got to have the final say, and it's just, division happens in life. So it's good that you proactively divide yourself from things that are contrary to Christ. But don't divide yourself from Christ or the commitment you've made with Christ. But don't be afraid to divide yourself from things that are contrary to the kingdom because they'll hold you back. Hebrews said, lay aside the weight and sin that so easily ensnares us. Divide yourself from that weight. You need to recognize when God's saying, hey, I'm giving you addition, but now it's division. And when it's subtraction, hey, listen, in those crucible moments of life where you're subtracting, saying goodbye to loved ones, I'll tell you what I say. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Because sometimes that's all you got. That's all you got when your dead son's in your arms. That is all you got. And your wife can't hold him because she's so spent after 40 hours of labor. That's all you got. But let me tell you, that's all you need. And when the doctor tells you 5 weeks later, who misdiagnosed everything and then had to deliver him, and says it was 1 in a million, you know what you say? Our God's bigger than 1 in a million.